There will now be an opportunity for silent prayer or meditation. Thank you. May we be seated. Statements by members. Are there any member statements? Honorable Lachman.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, the ANC is worried about the latest report released showing an increase in cash-in-transit heists. This year alone, with the latest being 7th of October 2023, more than 225 CIT robberies were committed nationally. This is a 24% increase over a 3-month period. Honourable Speaker, these acts are committed by well-organized and coordinated professionals with a background and expertise in explosives, former military personnel and other related fields. It is further reported that some of these criminals are undocumented foreign nationals who cannot be traced. Honourable Speaker, the ANC calls for the re-strategizing and strengthening of our crime intelligence structures to counter organized crime. CIT heists have reached unacceptable levels, and this has seen the potential of scarring investors. The ANC therefore calls upon our government to act fast and address this crisis before it gets out of control. I thank you.
Honorable Chongwe.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Let us appreciate the statement and acknowledge that in terms of national statistics, indeed the CIT is at 24%, but when you break it down to different provinces, they differ from each and every province. Indeed, each and every province contribute to the national statistics. But I'm proud to say in Mpumalanga, that particular type of crime in the province have been reduced drastically so, precisely because the people behind that particular criminality have been arrested recently. The only disturbing the point or part in the province is that of, from time to time, having a problem with the provincial commissioner who's been from time to time interfered with by the national leadership. Thank you, Speaker.
Honorable Tomo.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Speaker, the African National Congress appreciates and congratulates the Department of Agricultural Development and Land Environmental Affairs for identifying, supporting, monitoring, and funding the Ranks Milling Primary Cooperative project, which is situated at the Dr. J.S. Morocco Municipality. The project is one of the successes that the department has registered. It is currently distributing and processing malt sorghum, meal, mixed grain chicken feeds, cattle, pig gross feed, and dry beans to 7 tuck shops, 14 local supermarkets, 6 boarding schools, and to the public. The project further supplies several institutions outside the borders of the province, like boarding schools in Gauteng, Steve Biko Hospital, George Mukari Hospital, Mamelodi Hospital, and Tshwane Hospital in Gauteng. The project currently produces the following quantity on monthly basis: malt sorghum, 11 tons, mixed chicken feeds, 60 tons, pig growers feeds, 7 tons, dry beans, 3 tons, meal, 40 tons, and Malta Bella, 16 tons. Honorable Speaker, the project has positively contributed to the economy of the Nkangala district or region and has created a lot of job opportunities for the youth of our province. The African National Congress requests this House to appreciate and congratulate the Honorable MEC Shiba for the sterling job well done. Thank you very much.
Honorable Shiba.
Asibonge kakhulu somlomo, sibonge nesiphakamiso esiqhamuka ku Honorable Chairperson. Sibonga kakhulu ukuthi le project le abakhuluma ngayo, it's one of our pride in the department. Maslali sisho sithi portfolio committee yenza ukuthi always sibe on toes. It's one of the legacy project esenze ukuthi si department sibuyisele back ebantwini bakithi. Siyabonga kakhulu.
Honorable Sithole.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I rise to deliver a member statement on behalf of the Democratic Alliance. In the 2013-2014 financial year, Siyangoba Township Development, which initially comprised of 10,000 residential houses, was approved by Emalahleni local municipality in conjunction with the Department of Human Settlement. To date, 4,700 units have been handed over to their respective beneficiaries. But like the Extension 8 RDP project in Lekwa, these homes that were handed over does not have any connections to electricity, water, or a functional sewer system. When I conducted oversight in Siyangoba on Sunday, the 8th of October, I was saddened to see that the conditions in that area has deteriorated further. These beneficiaries still don't have access to water, electricity, and the sewer system is still not working, which means that they can't even use the toilets inside their houses. Honourable Speaker, why would this provincial government move people where there is no services? How did this development pass? Because the people are clearly suffering. Honourable Speaker, is the MEC going to continue blaming apartheid for moving people to an area that doesn't have services? Children are often going to school without bathing because there's no water. There are people who cannot take their medication because there's no water most of the time. Can the MEC provide this August House with a date as to when the community of Siyangoba will be provided with water, electricity, and a sewer system that is working? I thank you.
Honorable Mashilo.
Well, thanks to Speaker and thanks to Honourable Member. Well, these people moved from the squatter camp, informal settlement, to the area. We are quite aware the area has got developed. The municipality is supposed to put the bulk. Since the department does the infrastructure in terms of the reticulations, and the municipality must do the rest in terms of the bulk. However, the Malahleni municipalities could not have the resources for that matter. But I must indicate, as we speak, there's a construction in terms of bulk of both the sewer and the bulk water to activate the area. In terms of the date when, I might not have the date with me immediately so that I don't mislead the House. But in the main, the area there are municipalities providing the water tankers, and now the temporary toilet we've provided. So it's far better than the apartheid system of the squatter camp area. Thank you.
Honorable Mkabela.
I can say, Honorable Speaker, and greetings to the House. Honorable Speaker, I rise on behalf of the Economic Freedom Fighters to condemn the management of Matikwana Hospital in Bushbuck Ridge following the baby mix-up incident in which a newborn boy child was allegedly swapped with a girl child. According to reports, the mother delivered the baby on her own, and the nurses only arrived to cut the umbilical cord and accompanied the mother to the maternity ward, where they informed her that the infant was a male. Upon arrival at home, they discovered that the child was a female. The EFF challenges the Department of Health, MEC, Honorable Sasikane Manzini, to intervene and ensure that the matter is investigated accordingly and justice is brought to the concerned individual. The EFF further calls on the Department of Health to hold the maternity nurses accountable for not assisting the mother during childbirth. It is not the first time the hospital has been accused of mistreating expectant mothers. A nurse was found guilty early last year after failing to assist the women during childbirth. Clearly, the nurses are now failing to discharge their duties accordingly. I thank you.
Honorable Manzini.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Mkabela. I know about the matter at Matikwana, and some investigation is being done. We are also doing a DNA because we are suspecting that it might not necessarily be the issue of she had a girl before, now the boy it might be that they return a boy instead of the girl, because according to the information that we are currently having, she has been having the very same baby since birth. So, however, because we want to satisfy the mother, we said let's do a DNA so that she can be certified. But the very same child that she has been having since birth, she has been having. So it's only the matter when she was trying to register. That's when the issue of a girl and a boy arises. So we are dealing with the matter. And of course, in terms of Matikwana, we can say that we are registering some improvement because we have appointed the CEO, that she's committed and she's available for the community, and the new hospital board that is there. Hence, we are also registering some changes. Of course, we have not arrived in terms of where we want to go. Hence, we are encouraging the working together with the hospital board and the available CEO that is always there to make sure that she does rounds and improve the situation. We are monitoring that also as an MEC. Thank you very much.
Honorable Weber.
Madam Speaker, I rise to deliver a member statement on behalf of the Freedom Front Plus. Illegal hunting syndicates are running amok in farming communities across the province, pillaging farms and killing anything that moves. But what is even more concerning is the fact that the police, specifically in the Mkondo area, will not act against these perpetrators breaking the law, and the Freedom Front Plus can only speculate about the reasons. Several such hunting incidents occurred in the Mkondo local municipality, yet the police refused to assist the landowners after trespassers with approximately 30 starved dogs illegally hunted several endangered species of antelope on their properties. Shots were fired at the landowners, and not even then did the police make an appearance and refused to open any case when reported. This was simply another Pampoenkraal in the making, with two armed groups facing off with the police missing in action. The Freedom Front Plus takes a strong stand against this cruel practice of hunting and makes a serious appeal to the police and the judiciary to assist farmers in their fight against this crime rather than turning a blind eye. Farmers and landowners want to strengthen the police's hand in the fight against illegal hunting. It is essential for the police to view this crime in a more serious light and to do more to stop this practice. There is a great potential for conflict in this crime, not only conflict between communities, but also between farmers and the police themselves. If it is not addressed quickly, illegal hunting with dogs will have a devastating effect on our wildlife and tourism industry. This practice has already led to a significant decline in the population of various species. Most notably, the practice threatens the existence of the Oribi steenbok and the blue crane and other crane species. Cooperation between the relevant role players on the ground, specifically the police, is essential. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Shongwe.
Ngiyabonga somlomo. Sibonge nesiphakamiso ngumhlonisha web. Ngifuna siyilungise kahle le ndaba. Ase siyilungise kahle. Singamislead ilendlu nabahlali baseMpumalanga. Uma ngabe kukhulunywa ngokuzingela nabazingeli, akukaze ngizwe emaphoyiseni ukuthiwa umasipala waseMkhondo ucomplaina endaweni yakhe ukuthi kunabazingeli abazingela endaweni yamasipala. 1. 2. Uma ngabe kunabazingeli abazingela ePampoenkraal, iPampoenkraal ngenye yamaplaza aseMkhondo belonga to a private owner. And angeke kwenzeke ukuthi amaphoyisa siwa deploy to each and every farm ukuyobheka ukuthi akuzingelwa emaplazini akhona na. Kufanele kubanjiswane uma ngabe ba report abanikazi bamaplaza ukuthi kunabantu abazingela emaplazini babo, bazingele kushiwo ukuthiwa kusePampoenkraal eplazini la Mr. Sorenso or Mrs. Sorenso. Singabe sifaka umasipala phakathi. 3. Mina ngingomunye wabazingeli kunabantu abanamaplazi lawa enzelwe ukuzingela zonke lenhlobo zezilwane ezibalwayo somlomo. Bengisephongolo 4 weeks back siyozingela khona. Abanikazi bamaplazi laba banalezo zilwane bakambele kahle kubhaliwe kunamabhodi ukuthi la uma uzingela inyamazane ethile ibiza imali engaka inyamazane ephile le yasemkhondo ayinama details. So ngibisho ukuthi kumhlonishwa asiyilungise kahle silethe isishukumiso lesi esizathi masikhuluma ngaso sibone ukuthi ngempela sifanele amaphoyisa singamani sidrage amaphoyisa nala kungafanelanga khona. Ngiyabonga.
Executive statements. I am informed that there are no executive statements. Motions without notice. Are there any motions without notice? Honorable Ngomane.
Thank you, Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to move a motion without notice for this House to applaud and support the Department of Human Settlement, MEC, Mr. Speedy Mashilo, together with the Executive Mayor of Steve Chwete, Local Municipality Councillor Maslela, for handing over a 25 million social facility to Skuliliwe village. Noting that the facility includes a 1,280 square meter hall which has a 600-person capacity. It will be used for social, cultural activity and community meetings. The 307 square meter daycare center with 3 classrooms, waiting area, reception, and sick baby and classroom will be used by the Department of Social Development. This is indeed an indication that the ANC do care about the people of this province. Speaker, I move that this House welcomes this positive gesture made by the department and plead with the community of Skululiwe in Steve Chwete local municipality to take care of this facility and safeguard them against vandalism. I so move.
The question before the House is whether we agree to adopt the motion. Agreed to? So agreed. Honorable Masie.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to move a motion without notice on behalf of the African National Congress to commend the Regional Court in Sikukuza for handing down a 30-year jail term for rhino poaching. Noting that, Honorable Speaker, Signis Bui was one of the 3 armed men arrested for alleged entering the Kruger National Park in September 2020. The other 2 suspects are still at large. 5 rhino horn and heavy caliber rifle silencer were found in his possession. He pleaded guilty to the charge preferred against him. August 2023, fingers indicated that 231 rhinos were poached in South Africa since January, down by 28 compared to last year. Honorable Speaker, the 30-year sentence handed down will serve as a deterrent to the aspiring poachers. I so move. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The question before the House is whether we agree to adopt the motion. Agreed to? So agreed. Honorable Malaji.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and greetings to yourselves and the House. Honorable Speaker, I rise on behalf of the economic freedom fighters to raise a motion without notice to commend and applaud the community of Ward 13 in Brighton within the Msugalikwa local municipality for voting the EFF councillor candidate fighters Piwe Florence Ngwenya during the by-election held on Tuesday, 11th October. With this victory, Honorable Speaker, we want to reaffirm our commitment and assure the people of Mpumalanga that EFF will govern and always strive to put the need of the masses and deliver quality service for all. And we have already installed a borehole for the community, Honorable Speaker. Sisasho futhi somlomo kazi ukuthi 2024 it's our 1994. I so move.
The question before the House is whether we agree to adopt the motion. Agreed to? The motion is defeated. Honorable Morgan.
Say chance yami phela manje. Honorable Speaker, I rise on behalf of the Democratic Alliance to deliver a motion without notice. Noting that since 2011, Msugalikwa local municipality has been polluting all the rivers and streams which run through the municipality, including both the Vaal and the Nels River. Despite the National Water Act, which maintains that no one may pollute our freshwater reserves, this municipality was allowed to do so for the past 12 years, all because of a dysfunctional wastewater treatment plant and in combination with blocked manholes. Honorable Speaker, the above is disastrous on our communities and it is also endangering our wildlife in the town. This issue was further highlighted when hundreds of fish died in the municipality during 2018. Noting that the above cannot continue, I call on this August House to stop the pollution in this municipality by providing funds to the municipality to ensure that the municipality's wastewater treatment plant is upgraded, clearing all blocked manholes in and around the town, and performing constant water tests to ensure that the pollution is eradicated. I so move.
The question before the House is whether we agree to adopt the motion. Agreed to? As so agreed. Honorable Weber.
Madam Speaker, I rise on behalf of the Freedom Front Plus in connection with the motion without notice. I hereby move on behalf of the Freedom Front Plus to commend Honorable Mpumelelo Nhlope for the exemplary work that her department has done in improving the infrastructure at several provincial nature reserves. MEC Nhlope had promised the Freedom Front Plus during a previous meeting that she will ensure that the local nature reserves with the emphasis on the Andover and Manyeleti nature reserves are restored to their former splendor. It has come to the Freedom Front Plus's attention that not only has restoration started at the main camp in the Manyeleti, but that Andover Nature Reserve now boasts a brand new entrance, a far cry from the dilapidated state it used to be. It is encouraging to see that Honourable Nhlope makes most of her promises, and we can only hope that other MBCs will follow her lead. I thank you, Madam Speaker, and I so move.
The question before the House is whether we agree to adopt the motion. Agreed to? As so agreed. Or the motion is defeated. Notices of motion. Are there notices of motion? Formal motions. I am informed that there are no formal motions. Orders of the day. The Secretary shall read the first order of the day.
Order number 1, questions for oral reply to members of the Executive Council.
I have a question paper in front of me with questions for oral reply to members of the Executive Council, known as MECs. I am informed that the question paper was duly circulated to all members of the legislature. We'll now proceed to questions for oral reply as they appear on the question paper. The first question will be from Honorable Mkabela from the EFF to ask the MEC for education. Over to you, Honorable MEC.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, and greetings to all the MECs, all honorable members who are here, and everybody who is part of this sitting. The question comes from Honorable MP Mkabela from the EFF to ask MEC for education. The recent death and injury of learners in an accident involving 2 minibus taxis and a truck on the N4 between Forsman and Emalahleni has left many unanswered questions pertaining issues of scholar transport in the province. 1. Does the Department of Education in the province have scholar transport structures in all the municipalities that looks at the safety of each mode of scholar transportation, whether mini taxis or buses? Response: yes, the department has officials for monitoring the provision of scholar transport in the province. There are 2 officials per district for scholar transport monitoring purposes. The provision of scholar transport is a shared responsibility between the Department of Education and the Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport, where DPWRT provides transport and ensures its compliance to the country's roads and traffic laws. And the Department of Education is responsible for determining routes and beneficiaries. 2, does the department conduct any form of safety inspection on all registered vehicles used to transport learners to determine if they are roadworthy, because many of the accidents are allegedly as a result of both human error and the vehicles not in good condition? The Department of Education has neither the capacity nor authority to conduct inspection of vehicles for roadworthiness. Safety inspection to determine roadworthiness of registered vehicles used to transport learners is done by the Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport. It needs to be noted that the accident at Forsman involved private transport to schools of choice, and such vehicles are not authorized by the Department of Education as they are in their private business. However, the DPWRT has the authority to conduct inspections on all vehicles using the road to ensure that they are roadworthy. Thank you very much.
Honorable Mkabela, do you have a follow-up question?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I just want to give a comment. I'm just worried, Honorable MEC, when you state that per district you have 2 officials who are monitoring this the scholar transport. From where I'm coming from in Bushbuck Ridge, Bushabela district, I think we have a lot of schools there. So 2 officials cannot manage to monitor the scholar transport of the district. I think you need to, with your department, sit down and look if maybe you can be opening space or vacant positions there to employ more, because these more schools cannot be monitored by 2 officials for the district. Thank you very much.
Honorable MEC.
Thanks, Honorable Member, for the advice. We are going to look into that, but so far we think that we are rendering the service, but we are still going to look into that to check whether is it there any room for improvement.
Honorable Mkabela, do you have another follow-up question?
No, Honorable Speaker, I'm covered. Thank you, Honorable MEC, for the response. Thank you.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. We'll proceed to the next question, which is from Honorable Grobler to ask the MEC for Finance, Economic Development and Tourism. Over to you, Honorable MEC.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Greetings to yourself, Deputy Speaker, MECs, members of the legislature, and all people who are present. The question from Honorable Grobler, it reads as thus: with regards to the tourist attraction of the Elands Valley waterfall in the Mgwenya area, can the Honorable MEC please indicate the following? Are there any plans to redevelop this heritage site and restore the existing buildings to help revive the economy of this area? In responding, Honorable Speaker, we're indicating that in 2017, the MTPA commissioned a study for the redevelopment of this area, of this tourist attraction site. Project identified for the redevelopment of the site include developing a train disaster commemoration site, heritage road, and zipline platform. Projects implemented to revive the area was the restoration of viewing deck, concrete sitting areas, erection of palisade wall to secure the area. However, this infrastructure was vandalized, Honorable Speaker, due to non-availability of the security on the site. In terms of question 2, it says this area has a huge potential to become a great tourist attraction. However, criminal activities in this area are a huge problem. Are there any plans to bring in tourist monitors to help keep tourists visiting this site safe? We're saying yes, Honorable Speaker, the need for tourism monitors has been identified given the experience of infrastructure vandalism. The area has been selected for the deployment of tourism safety monitors by the Department of Tourism. The development date of the tourism safety monitors is yet to be confirmed by the Department of Tourism. The third question, can the MEC state why the department did not complete the project that was started at this site with building a tourist information office? We're indicating, Honorable Speaker, that track raised technical issues about the suitability of the area for an information center, and the possible impact on the road safety. Discussion between TRAC, MTPA, and the municipality are underway to resolve the matter. The fourth question, if there are no plans to help revive this area, can the MEC state why? Honorable Speaker, we're indicating that the department recognized the tourism potential of the Elands Valley waterfall in Mgweng. Hence, a study was commissioned to identify features that could enhance the tourism offering of the area. However, security remains a key challenge. As such, tourism safety monitors will be deployed to safeguard tourists and infrastructure. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Grobler, do you have a follow-up question?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable MEC, thank you very much for your answer. I visited this site and I was astonished about the beauty of that waterfall. And you've got the old train bridge that was built way back in the years. And I just thought it's such a beautiful site with so much potential. And I really think it's an opportunity for us to create employment opportunities, not only for people working in the safety, but also for entrepreneurs. And therefore, I appreciate the answer that you've given. It feels to me, and I might be wrong, that you got the answer from somebody else, but I want to invite you and ask you, this is the question, to go to that site and go and see it for yourself. And let's do something that can really make a difference for the people of this province, and specifically Watervalboven. Thank you, Speaker.
Honorable MEC.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. We appreciate the comment. However, I've been to the site, Honorable Grobler, and it is indeed in the best interest to see that area working, as you also indicated, that it will assist in creating the job opportunities for our people in the province. Thank you very much.
Honorable Grobler, do you have another follow-up question? Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. We'll now proceed to the next question, which is from Honorable R.J. Malachi from the EFF to ask the MEC for human settlement. Over to you, Honorable MEC.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I've just noticed the post posted by Honorable Sithole, highly distorted. Honorable Sithole, on the earlier question. That's not how you should campaign, Honorable Sithole. Honorable Malachi EFF asked for the MEC for human settlement.
Honorable Mashilo, can you please take your seat? Honorable Sithole.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I believe the question that we are on now has been asked by Honorable Malachi, and I heard the Honorable MEC mentioning my name through you, Honorable Speaker. Where do I come in there now? And I think you must withdraw that. Whatever the word that you said, withdraw it. It's not my question. I'm coming to my question. Then you can mention my name. Thank you.
Yes.
Honorable Mashilo, can you please withdraw that?
No, she's a member. I can't withdraw that. Something what they mentioned her name. She's a member and she must listen. So that's why she missed to hear what is the issues, because she's busy typing. She's busy typing.
Honorable Sithole.
And WhatsApping. And that's
can you please give the MEC the opportunity? Honorable Sithole. Honorable Mashilo, can you please withdraw?
I withdraw the insensitive of that, but she's out of order. Honorable R.J. Malachi EFF asked the MEC for human settlement. The state of the RDP houses at the Goba village in Nkomazi reflects a situation that warrants some thought. Most of the houses are defined by structural defects, despite they are not older than 7 years. These houses are unsafe for our people. The question is, are these RDP thoroughly inspected throughout occupation to ensure that they have met health and safety standards? Our response, the construction of the low-cost houses are done in line with the National Building Regulation standard. This is enforced on site through quality control and inspection checks at intermediate stages, milestone of the building construction. Site inspectors and approval are carried out by the engineers and building inspectors from the Department of National Home Builders Registration Council, known as the NHBRC. Why does the department waste the resources by trying to rehabilitate RDP that are structurally defects instead of building new units? Those RDP houses have developed massive cracks, roofs are leaking, and walls are decaying. With those highlighted conditions, does the department think the rectification program will do justice to the beneficiary and ensure the safety of our people? From the department's record, 50 low-cost houses were built over 14 years ago in Goba village. These houses are way beyond their defects period, and maintenance therefore remains equally the responsibility of the homeowners in that regard. In an incidence of a disaster or emergency intervention, e.g. roof damages, the department, guided by the professional opinion from an engineer, will repair or rehabilitate a house as long as it's within the allowable cost limit and structural sound to do so. If a house is not separable or exceeds the allowable cost limit, a new low-cost houses is recommended to be built. As we speak now, those houses, the owners must equally do the maintenance, and where there's a difficulties, department will definitely come in to assist. But we can't repeat because each house is recorded as individual benefited. It can't benefit twice. Does department have an integrated approach with local municipalities in relation to the program of the RDPs? Because the data that gets cascaded to contractors does not speak to the realities of the people on the ground. Those whose houses must be rehabilitated are categorized as applicants, and those living in shacks are listed under the ratification program. The municipalities play a significant role in the housing delivery process. Their involvement starts from their early planning stage, where a township is proclaimed and established. They are also solely responsible for the identification, prioritization, and selection of housing beneficiaries through the Housing Needs Register. The department is only responsible for the capturing and approval of the beneficiary received from the municipalities. The same applies to the repair and remedial works of damaged houses by the disaster. The department relies on the list of affected beneficiaries received from the municipalities. Is the department really intervening on the disaster matter or pretending to do so in the name of appearing to be working? Department intervened during a disaster by providing only the relief solution allowable by the grant condition of the Provincial Emergency Housing Grant, which allows only the following. 1, repairs to
to damaged houses for a low-cost household if the cost of repairs are less than the cost of relocation and provision of temporary shelter. Provision of temporary shelter assistance to affect households. Temporary relocation of households to safer accommodation. With regard to repairs of damaged houses, the department can only effect repair or rectification up to a maximum of 68,659 rand. In the past 2 years, the department has repaired over 1,176 disaster damaged houses, mainly in Ehlanzeni. This numbers reported is still far below what was received from the municipalities, as most of the damaged houses did not qualify in terms of the grant condition or were not separable, e.g. mud houses or shacks. The PHG did not allow for the construction of a new houses during a disaster, but only repair the fixing of damaged houses. It is worth nothing that as of 1st of April 2023, the PHG has been discontinued with funding and disaster responses centralized with the National Department of Human Settlement. Thank you, Speaker.
Honorable Malachi, do you have a follow-up question?
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. No, I don't have any follow-up question.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. The next question is from Honorable MC Sidibe from the EFF to ask the MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, and we have received an apology from Honorable Sidibe, and Honorable Malachi will stand in for Honorable Sidibe.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. The question by Honorable MC Sidibe is as follows. An ANC councillor at Kriel within the Malahleni local municipality was recently arrested on serious allegation of assault, attempted rape, and housebreaking. Question 1, is the Department of Cocta going to recommend that the councillor in question is suspended from active duties? The response is as follows. In terms of local government, Municipal Structures Act of 1998, as amended with the Code of Conduct for Councillors, is clear on how a councillor should behave, whether in the office or in the public space. Section 5 speaks about the general conduct of councillors, which one, a councillor must perform the functions of the office in good faith, honestly, and in transparent manner. B, at all times act in the best interest of the municipality in such a way that the credibility and integrity of the municipality are not compromised. And C, during council meetings, maintain good orderly behavior, including obeying orders from the Speaker. The Malahleni councillors, however, allegedly breached Section 5(1)(b) of the Code of Conduct. In such cases, ordinarily, the municipal speaker has a duty to inform the MEC on the breach of the Code of Conduct, and this must be done after the internal processes have been exhausted. For example, calling the councillor to appear before Rules and Ethics Committee or ad hoc committee dealing with ethics and applying the adult alteram partem rule. 2, the Ethics Ad hoc Committee must investigate and report to Council on any transgression contemplated. 3, the committee must conduct its work according to the fixed procedures as outlined in the Code of Conduct. 4, if the committee finds that the member breached any rule, the member may be fined the amount to be determined by Council from time to time or be sanctioned as detailed in the Code of Conduct. 5, if the matter is not resolved, the Speaker should then write a letter to the MEC informing him or her about the nature of the alleged breach and measures the municipality has enforced thus far. The MEC then appoints an investigation team that is inclusive of legal and municipal support to conduct a thorough investigation on the matter at hand and submit report with recommendation to the MEC. My department has not received any report about this particular issue, but since the honourable members brought it to our attention, we have written to the Speaker to request a formal report on the matter. Question 2. Does the department having training, workshop and capacity building campaign of programs for all councillors in the province, just to get them behave in a manner of befitting a public representative? The answer is yes. The department has a very good relationship with its strategic partners, which is Provincial Treasurer, AXA and SALGA. And Honourable Speaker, after the 2021 local government elections, all municipal councillors were capacitated on their roles and responsibilities, which include their standing roles, delegations of powers and functions, term of references, separation of powers and functions, as well as code of conduct. The district workshop were rolled out for all municipalities, and the capacity building program is still ongoing. The department also has a dedicated directorate responsible for capacity building for all municipal councillors and officials, where they receive accredited qualifications once they complete their studies. Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker.
Honourable Malachi, do you have a follow-up question?
No, I'm covered, Honourable Speaker.
Are there follow-up questions from other honourable members? Thank you very much, Honourable MEC. The next question is from Honourable RJ Sitole from the DA to ask the MEC for education. Over to you, Honourable MEC. Honourable Sitole.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I just want to mention that we did get a response in writing from the Honourable MEC's department regarding the same question. So we do have the answers in writing. But if the MEC would like to repeat them, it will be maybe for the House. But as the DA, we are satisfied we got the answers to the questions that were asked here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honourable MEC. You can take your seat. Then we'll proceed to the next question, which is from Honourable NG Nyembe from the EFF to ask the MEC for community safety, security and liaison. And we have received an apology from Honourable Nyembe, and Honourable Mkabela will stand in for Honourable Nyembe. Over to you, Honourable MEC.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Let me formally greet the members of the executive, as well as the members of the legislature, the secretary of the legislature, as well as other support officials of the legislature. The question which comes from Honourable Nyembe is talking about the councillor which is allegedly pulled a firearm in front of police and fired during a public rally in February 2023. The police did not arrest him. Instead, they left him and went to open a case against him, allowing him time and space to hand over his illegally registered firearm to the police. And the question is it a correct procedure for police not to arrest him right away and detain him with the gun used at the scene? And the response is, all citizens are equal before the law. At the incident in question, there was a clash between two community factions on the procedure to be utilized for locals to be employed at a municipal sewer work plant. A firearm was discharged in the midst of the assembled crowd. No definitive perpetrator could be identified by the police who were on the scene due to the size of the crowd on that particular day. This is a response, Honorable Speaker, that is coming from the police. Honorable members must be aware that we were not part of that particular squabble. After the crowd was dispersed, a case of discharge of a firearm in a public place was opened at Amersfoort Police Station. And I must mention that Amersfoort Police Station is one of the police stations that is identified as not efficient police station in the province. We are in the process of dealing with that particular police station. As part of the investigative process, Councillor Twala was identified as a suspect and was invited to give a statement, following which he did so the following day. Councillor Twala admitted, as per his statement, to discharging a pellet, which is known as BB gun, in the crowd. He was accordingly arrested immediately. Then the second question, which was asked by the member, why did they let him walk free and not detain him? An investigation had to be conducted to avoid civil action for illegal arrest. The suspect was arrested as a result of the prompt investigation that was conducted. And the third question is, are the police officers not allowed to arrest anyone committing crime in front of law enforcement agencies? And the response is, as indicated, due to the large crowd, it was difficult to identify the suspect. Thus, investigation had to be conducted to identify that particular suspect. Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker.
Honorable Mkabela, do you have a follow-up question?
Straightforward responses. Thank you very much, Honorable MEC.
Thank you very much.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. The next question is from Honorable TMJ Grover Morgan from the DA to ask the MEC for cooperative governance and traditional affairs, and we have received an apology from Honorable Morgan to leave earlier on, and Honorable Sitole will stand in. Honorable MEC, over to you.
Thank you once more, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Member made a statement regarding load shedding induced water shortages in White River, Mkondo, and Victor Kanye local municipalities. Will the MEC answer the following questions? Question 1. Honourable MEC, are you aware of the current water outages which these areas face as a result of prolonged load shedding? The response, Honourable Speaker, is yes, we are aware of the water outages in these areas, and measures are being implemented to mitigate this challenge. The department has done an investigation through its technical team to establish the status of water supply interruptions, especially during load shedding on stage 4, 5, and 6, and found that most components of the water supply system are power-driven, resulting in the total stoppage of operations when there is no power supply. The Mkondo local municipality has 3 backup standby generators as an alternative energy source stationed at various water plants as follows: Amsterdam Water Treatment Works, Mkondo Water Treatment Works, and Solomkizo Water Treatment Works. The municipality is currently procuring a backup generator for Eziponzini Water Treatment Works. The expected delivery in this regard was at the end of September 2023. The main challenge on the operation of these backup generators faced by the Mkondo municipality is lack of budget for the fuel, which tends to be required for stretched hours than what is or was budgeted for. The department has started a process of investigating the viability of gas backup generation to establish operation and maintenance cost over time compared with the fuel, which is petrol or diesel driven up generators. The findings of this investigation will enable municipalities to decide on the type of backup generators to use. In respect of White River area, the challenge is that during load shedding, in particular stage 4 and above, the Poshran pump station is unable to supply water to the White River area. In response to this challenge, the city of Mbombela is currently installing a backup standby generator, and the work is planned for the completion by the end. It was by the end of June 23. This will provide the relief during load shedding. Lastly, Victor Kanyim local municipality has 3 backup generators which are inadequate to cover the entire area. However, as a response to this inadequate problem, in 23-24 financial year, the municipality has budgeted for the procurement of an additional 1 backup generator, which will improve water supply in areas currently not supplied during load shedding. Question 2. Has your department tried to assist the residents in these areas which are without water for days or weeks on end? As we explained on the foregone response, the department working with municipalities is ensuring that backup generators for water supply are in place to ensure consistent water supply to communities. More importantly, municipalities are also providing water through water tankers in particular during prolonged water interruptions. We should note that the provision of water through water tankers is not sustainable as it comes with cost. Question 3, if so, how has your department tried to assist? We have stated above that the affected municipalities already have backup power supply in some of their plants and also have plans in place to procure additional backup generators as a source of alternative energy during load shedding. The department, as part of its mandate, continues to monitor the performance of municipalities on supply of water to communities. Question 4. Are there any plans to put up backup generators in these affected areas? If so, by when will this be installed? As we've highlighted earlier, the affected municipalities have backup generators with challenges of inadequate supply of these generators and required fuel for their operations. In Mkondo, the municipality will be procuring an additional backup generator for the Esponzini water treatment works and to be delivered by September 2023. The city of Mbombela is currently installing backup generator for the Poshran pump station which supplies White River area and expected delivery as we've indicated. The Victor Kanyim municipality is planned to procure an additional 1 backup generator in the 23-24 financial year, which starts in July of this year. The department will continue monitoring these municipalities on the procurement and installation of these backup generators. Question 5. Lastly, the current stage 6 load shedding will only progress to further stages as we approach winter, which in turn means longer periods of time without water for these affected areas. What will the department be doing to cap these water outages? The response is, as a department, will continue encouraging municipalities to procure more standby generators and set aside budget for their operations to ensure uninterrupted provisions of water supply during the winter season. The department is also working with the TBSA to find an alternative solution to energy as part of supporting local government. I thank you, Honourable Speaker.
Honourable Sithole, do you have a follow-up question?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. We are covered, and thank you, Honourable MEC, for the answers. Thank you very much.
Are there follow-up questions from other honourable members? Honourable Msibi, you must not leave the podium before I tell you to leave. Thank you, Honourable MEC. Then the next question is from Honourable NP Mkabela from the EFF to ask the MEC for community safety, security, and liaison. Over to you, Honourable MEC.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Once more, maybe it will be proper to mention that these questions are outstanding questions. As we will be responding as members of the executive, it must be noted that there are developments that have happened immediately after these questions were asked by the honourable members. The ongoing load shedding challenges work in most traffic stations in the province, which hinders the delivery of services, making it difficult for officials in the station to perform their duties of issuing driver's licenses and vehicle renewals, etc. The question is, do we have traffic stations with generators to continue operating during load shedding? How many stations have generators and which stations are those? And the response is, load shedding is a challenge that has a negative impact to the operation of driver licensing and testing stations, which are commonly known as DLTs. Indeed, there are stations that have generators to ensure that they continue operating to be able to serve our clients during the load shedding. In total, there are 23 centers which have backup power, and they include 1 standard ton licensing, standard ton law enforcement offices, null-sprayed licensing, null-sprayed law enforcement offices, Mahala licensing offices, Kwamhlanga licensing center, Kwamhlanga Weighbridge, Emalahleni licensing center, Balfour law enforcement offices, Pieterdief law enforcement offices, Betal law enforcement offices, Betal Weighbridges, Carolina law enforcement offices, Folkras law enforcement offices, Ermelo Weighbridge, King Ross Weighbridge, Medleyback West Weighbridge, Medleyback East Weighbridge, Ferrer Fontaine Weighbridge, which is Machado East, Machado Weighbridge, Medleyback R555, Komati Port Weighbridge. The second question is there a strategy in place to ensure that there is no corrupt and acceptance of bribes in the traffic and testing stations? The department has established the Traffic Inspectorate to fight corruption within the department that works in collaboration with the Road Traffic Management Corporation, commonly known as RTMC, and the Directorate of Priority Crime Investigation, that is commonly known as DPCI, also known as Hawks. There are currently 9 who are attending court. Those are the officials. 5 were dismissed in Standerton, 1 dismissed in Gaverimpegi, Secunda Center. 5 officials are investigated for possible misconduct. The department has a fraud and corruption prevention strategy, and workshops are conducted to fight crime on regular basis. And it must be mentioned, Honorable Speaker, that there are also new investigations that have come into place immediately after this question was asked. That's why I'm saying there are also continuing developments that are happening in our different departments. Thank you, Speaker.
Honorable Mkabela, do you have a follow-up question?
Oh, thank you. Thank you again, Honorable Speaker. I think the Honorable MEC has put it clearly in the beginning when he said these questions, some of the things have been done after them, because remember we sent questions, I think these are old questions, and some of the things are really maybe have in progress. But I was raising these questions because January, February, I was busy going up and down in Tulamahashimala testing ground for my daughter's license. So during load shedding, we're not getting any help. When there's load shedding, system is down, and when electricity comes back, then it takes hours for it to catch where it was. So hence I asked these questions. I was asking something that I have a reference of. So in terms of, I will go to Mala and check if the generator is working, because by that time there was no generator. So in terms of the second question, I think I'm covered by the response from the Honorable MEC. Thank you, Honorable V.R. Shongwe, for the response.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. The next question is from Honorable RJ Sitole from the DA to ask the MEC for education. Honorable Sitole, are you still fine with the questions? Honorable Sitole? Honorable MEC, you can respond.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable R.J. Sitole asks the following questions. Following question. With regards to special schools which have hostel facilities in Mpumalanga, can the Honorable MEC please indicate the following? 1. How many special needs schools in Mpumalanga have hostel facilities? 9 special schools, including Masnakane, which is currently in the process of establishing its hostel in line with departmental prescripts, do have hostel facilities. 2, is the hostel staff paid by the department? Response, yes. All posts established and filled in line with the official post provisioning norm are paid their salaries by the state. There are, however, instances where staff is employed by the SGB, and in that instance, the SGB is responsible for payments to staff. 3, can the MEC explain the policy regarding payment of hostel staff? The personal administrative measures strictly regulates the number of posts per category of hostel staff and their remuneration levels. It further regulates the number of posts and remuneration levels which are determined by the number of learners per boarding facility. For example, hostel supervisor for 50 learners, 1 caregiver for 10 learners, 1 groundsman for 100 learners, etc. All hostel staff employed by the state receive salary on a monthly basis depending on the post determination. Those responsible for hostel duties, such as the hostel supervisors, receive additional hostel allowance. Another category of workers are those working shifts and as such receive a shift allowance. Lastly, those working in environments regarded as high risk receive a danger or standby allowance. 4, can the MEC explain why the hostel staff at Masnakane Special School are not paid by the department? The staff at Masnakane are not state employees, but have been appointed by the school governing body. The school is not yet established as a school with a hostel. It, however, receives a subsidy for the hostel function as part of its budget allocation. The existing hostel establishment is a school initiative which the department is in the process of regularizing. The department supported the school by providing an interim hostel facility through converting classrooms in the neighboring school into a boarding facility. 5, is there a possibility that the hostel staff can be paid by the department, and if so, what must the school all the department do to have the hostel staff paid by the department? Yes, it is possible for the staff to be paid by the department. However, that will take place once the processes of hostel establishment have been finalized. This process includes, amongst others, the registration of the school as a hostel school, creation and approval of posts following the personal administrative measures, and filling posts in line with prescribed public service recruitment and selection processes. The school is only required to complete the relevant forms, one such being Form AGU 100 for the registration of the extended function of the school. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Sitole, do you have a follow-up question?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable MEC. Yes, I do have a follow-up question, Honorable Speaker. Honorable MEC, seeing that the department has helped the school to build a hostel, and thank you very much for that. These are learners with special needs, as we know. It is not sustainable for the school or the school governing body to pay the caregivers or people that take care of these learners. It would be, how does the MEC foresee this registration happening, or how long does it take to register the school as a hostel school? Because the funds of the department did build a hostel for them, which I'm sure they are grateful for. But at the moment, the fact that the very same learners don't have caregivers, so which means that the department has provided a hostel, but no caregivers. I understand the process that they must register as hostel school. How long does that process take so that this alleviation can happen, where the learners can have caregivers from the department that are taking care of these learners with special needs? Thank you very much.
Honorable MEC.
No, thank you, Honorable Member. It is true what you are saying, that these workers will have to be paid by the state, and that registration process will have to happen as soon as possible, such that we'll have to encourage both the school to fill in the form as speedily as possible, assisted by the department, so as we can fast track the issue of them after registration being paid by the state. Thank you.
Honorable Sitole, do you have another follow-up question? Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. The next question is from Honorable N.G. Nyembe from the EFF to ask the MEC for Agriculture, Rural Development, Land and Environmental Affairs, and Honorable Mkabela will stand in for Honorable Nyembe.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Let me greet you and honorable members. The question is from Honorable Nyembe from EFF. It's as follows. Most municipalities in the province are undercapacitated, especially in planning and land development departments, resulting in the distorted spatial structures and poor use of land, especially in rural areas. The first question, what is the department going to support municipalities in this regard? The response, the Department of Agriculture, Rural Development and Land Reform, DARLAD in short, is supporting municipalities in the following ways. Monitoring SPLUMA, the Spatial Planning and Land Use Management Act, in short, compliance within the municipal spheres, and providing support to municipalities on SPLUMA implementation, focusing on reviewing Spluma bylaws, supporting the review of outdated special development framework, SDF, through both technical support and financial support. This with the aim of, amongst other objectives, to realign and improve distorted spatial planning, providing technical support to finalization of land use schemes, analyzing the establishment of land use regulators to ensure that municipal planning tribunals, authorized officials, and appeal authorities are legally established and properly constituted, and supporting the process to rectify where gaps are identified. Number two, providing capacity building and training to land use regulators within municipalities, specifically for the municipal planning tribunals, authorized officials and appeal authorities. Number three, development of various Spluma support manuals and guidelines in the spatial planning processes. Number four, seconding interns in the municipal spheres. Roman figure 2, are there any plans to fill all critical posts in land and development department in municipalities? The response, Darlot does not have funding to support the filling of critical vacant posts within the municipal sphere. However, Darlot does support the challenge in the following ways. Number one, sharing with municipalities an understanding of the value and importance of municipal planning in order to assist municipalities to prioritize the filling of vacant spatial planning positions. Number two, securing interns within the Darlot and seconding these interns to certain municipalities during certain periods of their internships. Number three, seeking ways together with COGTA to ensure additional support for municipal planning through institutes such as MEC. Number four, supporting the shared service concept where possible, where local municipalities utilize the services of district municipalities, for example, through the use of a district municipal planning tribunals. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Mkabela, do you have a follow-up question?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I don't have any follow-up questions. The questions were responded accordingly. Thank you very much, Honorable MEC.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. We can proceed to the next question, which is from Honorable Grobler from the DA to ask the MEC for Agriculture, Rural Development, Land and Environmental Affairs. Over to you, MEC.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The question is as follows. With regard to a decision to lease 33 farms with a total of 8,906 hectares, which this provincial government was set to release in 2021, will the MEC answer the following questions? Roman figure 1. Were these farms leased and what are the conditions of the lease agreement? The response, the 33 farms were advertised and subjected to allocation process. 12 of the farms were approved a community reservation, which is communal for communal use for grazing. Since they are already encumbered by settlements, 10 of the farms were approved for settlement of restitution claims. 11 of farms were approved for farm dwellers. Of the remaining lease agreement approved for the farmers who are and have been utilizing those farms. It should be remembered that these farms were farms that were inherited from the former Kwandebele government, and many changes have taken place in their occupation and use. The advertisement of these farms was meant to confirm that some of the activities taking place on those farms. Roman figure 2, how many farms were leased per district and where are these farms located? Response, all 33 farms identified are in Kangala district. Furthermore, There are 28 farms in Tembisile local municipality and five in Dr. J.S. Moroka. Roman figure 3. Has training been provided for these beneficiaries prior occupation? If no, why not? Response: the department did provide training for all leases prior occupation. Furthermore, the department provide ongoing training even after occupancy. Number 4, Roman figure 4. To date, what is the current status of these farms? In other words, are they successful? Response: the farm are operating at a subsistence level, and the department is looking into supporting these farmers as soon as funds are made available. Roman figure 5, what support has your department provided to these beneficiaries? The department has not yet provided any support to these beneficiaries. However, there are plans to support them. The only hindrance is budgetary constraint. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Grobler, do you have a follow-up question?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. MEC, thank you very much for the answer. MEC, I hear what you're saying, but if I do oversights to these farms and I look at the potential that we've got and what we really have on these farms, and that you say that subsistence, I don't think it's a successful project, and I don't think we are getting to the potential of empowering people to actually make a difference in their lives. It's hard so if you go to these farms and land lie barren, and you see what a successful commercial farm can do with the same land. And I'm not saying it should be redistributed to anybody else. I'm saying we should mentor these guys and teach them and support them and help them so that these projects can actually be sustainable, that they can create opportunities for others and actually make a real living as you can make out of agriculture. So please, just a request from our side. If there's no budget, then we should look at public-private partnerships to have sustainable projects, please. Thank you, MEC.
Over to you, Honorable MEC.
No, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. As you mentioned, Honorable Grobler, in terms of the budget constraints, the department is trying its level best to assist. As you know that around Inkangala, there are identified farms that we are busy assisting. Then from there, we can move to another farms. But if resources are not there, I cannot scratch myself to the bones of the department, but we are taking what you are proposing to look at the issue of a private sector. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Grobler, do you have another follow-up question? Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. The next question is from Honorable R.J. Malachi from the EFF to ask the MEC for education. Over to you, MEC.
Old question.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The question comes from Honorable R.J. Malachi from the EFF. There were reports of public schools, especially in Standerton, and mostly those in rural areas, having forced to let pupils go home due to lack of water. One, what is the department doing to ensure that there is always a supply of water, even on the JoJo tanks installed in schools? The response, The schools in Standerton are affected by the water challenges affecting the entire community in Ligwa. The schools affected rely on water tankers from the municipality, which come to fill up their JoJo tanks. Does the department have a plan and budget to provide schools, especially those in rural areas, with JoJo tanks so that there is always water? The department has in the 2020-21 financial year provided JoJo tanks to all schools which had water challenges at the time. Should there be any other school with challenges, these will be investigated and processes be followed to supply them accordingly. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Malachi, do you have a follow-up question?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and thanks to the MEC for responding. Thank you very much. I don't have any follow-up question.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. The next question is from Honorable TMG Morgan from the DA to ask the MEC for Community Safety, Security and Liaison, and Honorable Sitole will stand in for Honorable Morgan. Over to you, MEC.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, once more. The question is about the TLP that took place in Tabacheu. Could we be provided with a breakdown of the following number of crimes that were reported in 2022 at Graskop? The responses will cover the reported crimes for the third quarters of 2022-2023, April to March 2023. These crime statistics include the crime statistics for the fourth quarter that were released on Tuesday, the 30th of May 2023 by the Minister of Police, Honorable Peggy Cele. I will focus on crime contact-related crimes. That will be the crime, the reported crime, analysis percentages. One will be the sexual offenses. Reported crime was 1, and in terms of percentage is -5%. Attempted murder is 2. In terms of percentage is -4%. Assault with the intention to inflict grievous bodily harm, commonly known as GBH. Crime reported were 23, and in terms of percentage is -3%. Common assault, crime reported is 6. Percentage is -8%. Common robbery, reported crime is 5. In terms of percentage is +3%. Robbery with the aggravating circumstances, crime reported were 30. And in terms of percentage is -3%. Rape cases was 1, and in terms of percentage is -3%. I can indicate that no cases of murder, sexual assault, attempted sexual assault, and contact sexual assault were reported for the period under the review. Question 2. In the same light, could we be provided with the number of cases which were reported in Graskop from the end of 2022 up until now? Response is, as already indicated, the station has recorded an improved performance with no other conduct crime against the person recorded for the period in question. Question 3. Between these 2 years, could we be provided with the top 5 crimes which were reported and also stating the number of crimes? The response is, for the past 2 years, 2021, 2022, and 2022 and 2023, the following top 5 crimes were reported at the station. Shoplifting were 98. Total other crimes not reported elsewhere, which can include crimes such as cable theft, were 80. Driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs were 73. Robbery with aggravating circumstances, 63. Burglary and residential premises is 61. Next question, how have the police in Graskop tackled crime, and is the crime rate in the town increasing or decreasing? The police station is conducting weekly high density operation, which start on Thursday until Sunday of every week, focusing on hotspots areas which feature on the crime threats and crime pattern analysis compiled. Such operation includes stop and search, roadblocks, tracing of wanted suspects, visit to liquor outlets, as well as high visibility patrol at areas of high tourist attraction and on the routes which lead to them. Through the police station, community policing forum, a multiple disciplinary inclusive approach to combat crime has been adopted, with stronger partnership with security companies, community leaders and traditional leaders, as well as with the local business chamber being established. Theft out of motor vehicles, theft not mentioned elsewhere, burglaries at business premises and residences, and malicious damage to property seems to be some of the more problematic crime according to the crime increase with the different quarterly crime reports analysis. In terms of recorded cases, assault, which is GBH, and robbery aggravated are also recorded as prevalent in terms of one of the problematic crime within the station. The next question is, in May this year, 2023, the Graskop community locked the entrance to the police station as they were not happy with the way the crime is being dealt with. Following such, what action has your department taken to deal with this community grievance? The station management was directed through the District Crime Combating Forum meeting to ensure deployment at the identified hotspot areas within the station precinct and to maintain high police visibility. The station management has instructed to invigorate its community forums such as the CPF in order to improve community participation, engage in additional multidisciplinary operation with community members, and enhance visibility in the effort to improve public perception and trust with the police. And I must also add, Honorable Speaker, through you, that immediately after we visited Tawachew, we also visited Graskop in one of the old mines there, and we checked there and we saw that most of the illegal foreigners were digging the old gold, or in the old gold mining area in that particular area, and we have devised means in making sure that from time to time we visit that area, a very dangerous area. I saw it myself for the first time. It was very scary. And lately I've been informed by a councillor from that particular area again that in Pilgrim Rest, illegal foreigners are doing as they wish. digging in the old mining area in that particular area as well. We are also planning again to go to that particular area and to try and deal with that particular area as well, because that is what is contributing to all the level of categories of crime in that particular area. If you have illegal foreigners that can do as they wish in that particular area, it says that all other crime, categories that we are trying to deal with, they will from time to time escalate in that particular area. So we are going there. We will try to assist the community in that particular area, informed by the local councillor of that particular area. That's why I'm saying things are happening immediately after these questions have been asked. As different departments, we devise means and strategies and plans in dealing with those particular areas, because there are, from time to time, new developments that are happening in those particular areas. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Honorable Sitola, do you have a follow-up question?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and thank you, Honorable MEC. No follow-up question. Thank you very much.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Honorable Malachi.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I've just heard the MEC mention the issue of pilgrim rest. And the question will be to the MEC, is the police station of pilgrim rest active? Because if you pass through the main road, they are mining just next to the main road, and the police station is not far from where they are mining. So is that police station active, or they are also involved in this illegal mining? Thank you very much.
Honorable MEC.
A very good question, though it's a new question, but I think, Honorable Speaker, I can respond to that. The capacity of local police stations are not up to that particular task. That is why the issue of illegal mining is a national competency. There's a particular dedicated team from nationally that are dealing with illegal mining, because those people are equipped with very dangerous weapons, which sometimes the local police stations are not equal to. Thank you very much.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Honorable Weber.
Just a follow-up question, Madam Speaker. Will the national force get involved there if they are the only ones who can really get involved because of the situation?
Honorable MEC.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Much as it is a new question, but in terms of the involvement of all security agencies, the national is involving any security agency in dealing with any situation in the province and in the country. The SANDF in some of the places is also deployed to make sure that they deal with those particular situations, and that does not mean the police or the SAPS in the province and in the country are failing. It is because SANDF is part of the security cluster. When they are deployed, they are also relevant in making sure that they are assisting in dealing with any situation in the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable MEC. The next question is from Honorable NP Mkavela from the EFF to ask the MEC for help. Over to you, Honorable MEC.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The question from Honorable Mkavela. There's been media reports of a new virus called MAPS, and Mpumalanga province is one of the provinces said to have recorded a high number of positive cases. No, there is no reason to panic, Honorable Member. Yet, as cases reported in the province are sporadic in certain areas and are not epidemiologically linked. As of the 27th of August, the province has reported a total of 97 cases, Kangala 81, Gert 9, and Ehlanzeni 7. Is the virus contagious? Yes, the mumps virus is transmissible from person to person via droplets of saliva or mucus of an infected person. Does the department has a mass vaccination drive in place? Should there be a need to protect communities? The department does not have mass vaccination drives in place because mumps vaccine is not part of the expanded program of immunization scheduled for South Africa. The last one, does the department have campaigns aimed at educating the public and create awareness with regard to this virus? Yes, the department is conducting public awareness through a variety of platforms to ensure that public is aware of mumps and how to take care of children and adults that are infected. Example, radio slots, health education in health facilities, in all our clinics where we are, and all our educational campaigns that we are having, and in schools as we are conducting this campaign. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Mkabela, do you have a follow-up question?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I don't have any follow-up question. Thanks to the Honorable MEC for their responses.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. And the next question is from Honorable MC Sidibe from the EFF to ask the MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, and Honorable Malachi will stand in for Honorable Sidibe. Over to you, Honorable MEC.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable MEC for asked this question. The recent service delivery protests in the Malahleni and Pushback Ridge are as a result of poor services provided by the local sphere of government. Question 1. Does the department play an oversight role in all municipalities to ensure that these municipalities spend their allocated budget to service delivery? The response is follows, Honorable Speaker. Yes, the department, working closely with the provincial treasurer, is closely monitoring the municipal allocated budget to ensure service delivered to the communities. Municipalities' budget performance is monitored monthly in terms of the Municipal Finance Management Act through Section 71 reports. Municipalities are being assisted with registration and approval of projects prior to the year of implementation. Procurement plans are submitted with clear time frames for the appointment of service providers. The department is monitoring the implementation of the plans to ensure appointment of service providers on time. The department further monitors the implementation of the infrastructure project through conducting monthly and quarterly meetings to review progress on the implementation of the project and discuss challenges encountered which may hinder progress on the implementation of the project. Site visits are also conducted on a monthly basis to check the value for money. Municipalities which are underperforming are closely monitored through the progress meetings and working sessions to discuss challenges that may hinder service delivery and provide solutions to unlock those challenges. The department assists all underperforming municipalities with development of credible acceleration plans. The plans are closely monitored and bi-weekly meetings are held with struggling municipalities to assess performance based on the submitted acceleration plans. The meetings are held between COGTA, the COG, MESA, municipal managers, CFOs, technical directors, and PMUs managers. All teams working in the province have been assigned with the responsibility of fast-tracking and supporting the delivery of services. COGTA, together with these municipalities, TWS and MESA have joined hands in providing the support required to ensure acceleration of project implementation. Progress is reported on a monthly basis through the technical MEC, and where COGTA, HOD, and district managers seek to track progress and later report to the MEC. The department has further established the Provincial Project Management Unit, PPMU, through DBSA, whereby engineers have been assigned to further support municipalities with project planning and acceleration of project implementation to ensure that projects are completed on time. The second question is, what are the measures taken by the department to punish underperforming and underspending municipalities? The response is, the following interventions for financial discipline are being implemented to mitigate poor performance by municipalities. In cases of non-performance, we speak, the allocated funds are withheld for a period not exceeding 120 days and should be then no improvement. The funds of municipalities are stopped by the transferring officer by invoking Section 19 of the DORA. In other words, the allocation of municipalities as published in the DORA is adjusted or reduced and reallocated to performing municipalities as an incentive, and by doing so prevent unnecessary unspent funds by the end of municipal financial and rollovers. As the initial allocations are based on backlogs to be eradicated, stop funds can be reimbursed in future to these municipalities where performance has improved due to interventions successfully deployed by the department and government in general. District municipalities, in fulfilling its constitutional mandate to support its local municipalities, can enter into service level agreement with the municipality and implement projects on behalf of that municipality. Should poor performance persist after above interventions, there is no other reason, Honourable Speaker, to suggest a different intervention mechanism of implementation that ensures the delivery of service to poor communities without it being subjected to the continued non-performance of some municipalities other than conversion of allocation. The challenge of stopping and reallocation of funding from underperforming municipalities is that it is unfairly penalizes the intended beneficiaries of infrastructure earmarked through for funding through designated allocation, which are the communities. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Malaji, do you have a follow-up question?
No, I'm covered, Honorable Speaker.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. The next question is from Honorable Mahlangu from the ANC to ask the MEC for Community Safety, Security and Liaison. Over to you, Honorable MEC.
Well, thank you very much, Honourable Speaker, once more. Honourable Mahlangu commented by saying that the province prides itself on the natural captivating beauty of the panorama route. She said there are quite a few tourist attraction areas such as potholes, the three rondavels, God's Window, etc. During the Tawacheu TLP, it was discovered that criminal target tourists visit in this particular area. And the first question was, the CPS were made aware of such incidents so that they can be able to make interventions to deal with crimes affecting the tourist, which has potential to scare the tourists to deem South Africa a destination of choice. And the second question is, can the MEC shed some light on the strategy the department has in ensuring that our local and international tourists are safe all the time when visiting the panorama route? And the response is, Nhlanzeni district is conducting weekly high-density operation. We start on Thursday until Sunday of every week, focusing on hotspot areas which feature on the crime threats and crime pattern analysis compiled. Such operations include stop and searches, roadblocks, the tracing of wanted suspects, visit to liquor outlets, as well as high visibility patrols at areas of high tourist attraction and on the routes which lead to them. The police stations on the panorama route have all established CPF, PolSect, Community in Blue, and tourist safety monitors, which are commonly known as TSMs. The high patrol unit is also focusing on routes like the R532 and R535, that is including police stations such as Hazyview, Graskop, Sabi, and Pilgrim Rest. The TSMs have also been deployed to identify tourist hotspots to enhance visibility in an effort to ensure the safety of local and international visitors. In conclusion, our communities must be warned that if we continue to make tourists victims of crime, we are losing economic spin-offs from tourism, which can address the triple challenges of unemployment, inequality, and poverty. And I must add, Honorable Speaker, that during the TLP, it has made us as a department, to be more sharper than before. Because what we have observed in that particular area after we met with the stakeholders under the leadership of the chairperson, Umamu Mahlangu, as well as Honorable Matri, people identified some challenges in that particular area which have prompted the department to devise new strategies and plans in dealing with that particular area. And we believed out of that meeting that that particular area need to be guarded with jealousy. It's a very beautiful area. And I think our sister departments, and that includes also the national departments, we must try to focus to that particular area. It's a very beautiful area. Uyabona masingakayi speaker, singakayi kule ndawo sezwa ngama-report, akufana noma sowufikile sesilalela labantu bakhuluma njengoba uShepherdson uMaqwi no Mama uMahlangu were engaging with the stakeholders la. Okunye nje kufuna kulungiswa masinyane nje njengoba sathatha decision ngalelo langa ukuthi funa sivakashele le ndawo leyana incane kakhulu ne team ye province si include iTIU singakhona ukuthi le ndawo leya within 3 hours or 4 hours sibe siyilungisile right siphume sekuclean lapha. Ngiyabonga.
Honorable Mahlangu, do you have a follow-up question?
No, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Let me welcome a response from MEC. MEC, I propose ukuthi mawenze strategy sakho sokucombatha le crime elapha ukutry rotate amaphoyisa umove Pilgrim Rest to any area and the likes. Because recently kube ne incident where iphoyisa litholakale kumazamazamas li addressa zamazamas. Those pictures are all over the province. Babona ngathi amaphoyisa wethu was assisting, instead are connive with these criminals called amazamazamas to perpetrate a crime lapha. Abasena confident, in other words, according to a message abangisendele one, with amaphoyisa was a Tabacho area. Maybe now ngaba ne plan and strategy to rotate lamaphoyisa, because a crime ining ikhoswa ngilama zamazamas akhosela ukuthi ama tourist wethu angasabi ne interest to come and visit our province. Thank you.
Honorable MEC.
Ngiyabonga somlomo, ngibonge kumhlonishwa nale proposal ayifakayo. Yinto esihlale siyithandaza nento esihlale siyifisa every day ukuthi iphoyisa kungathi lingahlala elishintshwa njalo, lingahlali lize lijwayele indawo. Kodwa ke ngendaba zama-union namalungelo in terms of i-constitution yase Republic of South Africa nama-Bill of Rights, akubi possible lokuwashintsha lamaphoyisa ngoba immediately mawashintsha agijima aye kuma-union ayokhala ukuthi asayahlukunyezwa. And futhi ke kuyi-competency yesiphoyisa ukuthi bathathe a principled decision to do that through uminister wamaphoyisa ubaba uBheki Cele kanye no-National Commissioner. Njengoba sikhuluma nje eMpumalanga ngenye yama-provinces out of the 9 provinces eke yayipractice leyo nto. Njengoba sikhuluma nje u-Provincial Commissioner agijima la eSouth Africa manje ugijimela ukuthi abo general bakhe bekazama ukuba rotator namaphoyisa amanye awamikisele base bayakhoniva ke through ama-union bayakhoniva ke ngendlela zabo namhlanje ke sabakhe namacala amaningi ukuthi kunje esingeke sikuphikiseke ngoba sikwazi kodwa nje ukurotate kwamaphoyisa kubalulekile amaphoyisa angajwayela indawo abayipart of corruption yaleyo ndawo sikubonile lapha yana ama-smitha nama-stakeholders lapha eThabachewu omunye nje umphathi stage ushaywe i-community lapho uchairperson angavumelana nami bobabili ukuthi abebhandishile aqeda kushaywa amaphoyisa umphakathi khona lapha eThabachewu sivumelene ukuthi si-reinforce siyomlekelela lapha kodwa uma ungathi salusuka phela la station commander uyoba ngu-station commander ePieterdief angeke avume ngiyabonga.
Honorable Mahlangu, do you have another follow-up question?
Well, Speaker, ngicabanga ukuthi ngizoba fine because ezinye izinto asibi ne-control over zona. Yeah, sizobona siyi-portfolio committee ukuthi how can we assist the department ngokuthi lokushintsha kube khona even nakuma-seniors wawo amaphoyisa it must be done that change.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Honorable Mashiko.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I just want to make the MEC aware that at the backslack potholes, which is under Parks Board, there is a illegal mining that is done daylight. The fence has been cut off. These guys from Lesotho are staying in Mremela. The rangers have run away. The rangers have run away. I don't know what is happening. That area in Mremela is polluted with people from Lesotho that are mining at the potholes, at the area when you pass Matibidi towards Oristad. That police station at Lororo is not doing anything. Let me tell you, MEC, the crime rate at Lororo, the people at Lororo are no more safe. There are incidences where the spaza shop owners have been killed. People who are pensioners, if you retire today, they know that you have retired next week. In the evening, they come into your house. So it's just that our people are not safe. If we can mobilize, not your department only, all the relevant departments, that you form a tax team, starting from pilgrims, and you fight this thing as a collective, then we'll be able to make sure that that tourist destination area is revived, that town of pilgrims as a monument is revived. Kumatata fela MEC.
Honorable MEC.
Somlomo ngiyavumelana nomhlonishwa. Uma sinale meeting yama-stakeholders, lezi zinto lezo zivelile lapho bekune community yamakhaladi abebakhona lapha basho ukuthi baze basabe ngisho nokubika lamacala ngoba labantu baphatha ama-equipment ayingozi kakhulu ngisho namaphoyisa angawaphathi including ama-torches abawaphathako that can light up to a distance of a kilometer and be able to see a person from that distance, which tells you that these people are well equipped, and the majority of them, correctly what the member of the legislature is saying, that they are from other countries like your Lesotho. And that issue is not only affecting that particular area in the country, all over the country. In terms of illegal mining, are people from Lesotho. They have dangerous weapons. Hence, that particular project is a national project, which also sometimes include the SANDF. But at the end of the day, we must work. We are responsible to deal with those particular issues. There are a lot of things that I can cite here after that meeting that we have identified in that area of Leroro that I cannot disclose now because we need to strategize and plan properly to deal with that particular situation. It's a very sort of a delicate situation that needs to be attended to, especially, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members, that leyandawo leyana ifanele isakhele imali nge-tourism ngendlela eyinhle ngayo. Mawukhuluma ngalama natural potholes, ama-terrorists awathanda kabi lama-natural potholes, bayithanda kabi lento ye-3 rondavels, bayithanda kabi lento ye-God's window, and it's our responsibility to make sure that all of us as different stakeholders, different sister departments, we must bring our budget together and jealously guard against any or other people that will terrorize that particular area. Yinhle kabi leya ndawo masingakhona nje ukuthi sibambisane sonke singaniki kube irresponsibility ye-Department of Community Safety Security lies kuphela. Abo sonke abo DDET ihlobo sonke smart department esisebenzayo sine interest lapha sifaka imali sihambeni siyoyibuka mhlambe kufanele ke sithathe ne study tour ke sihambe ke sivula amehlo sibone ukuthi le ndawo yinhle kangakanani ukuze sikwazi ukuthi sibone ama reason okuyiprotecta nokuprotecta abahlali kanye nama tourists in that particular area. Ngiyabonga.
Thank you, Honorable MEC. You can take your seat. The next question is from Honorable T.S. Tomo from the ANC to ask the MEC for Public Works, Roads and Transport. Over to you, Honorable MEC.
No, thanks, Honorable Speaker, and greetings to you, members of the executive, members of this august house, members of the opposition, our officials. Before I respond to my question, I would like to request that we must allow the Honorable MEC for Education to concentrate on the class. Please, if there is any question on scholar transport, it should be referred to me, who must stop to bark on a wrong tree. Honorable T.S. Tomo, member of the ANC, to ask the Honorable MEC for the Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport. The construction and rehabilitation of roads has potential to create jobs and fight unemployment in our communities. The Siatentela Roads Maintenance Program is one of the catalysts which intends to create more jobs for local communities to deal with roads infrastructure. Based on the above, can the MEC provide the insight on how this program is implemented at a local level? Responses. As the objective of the program, Satentela Roads Maintenance Program is aimed at providing ongoing and sustainable work opportunities for poor households in an effort to break poverty cycles. This is achieved through cost-effective, labor-intensive routine roads maintenance of transport infrastructure in the province. Targeted participants. The targeted participants are people who are from households that has less than one person earning full-time salary, in particular women, youth, and persons with disabilities. People who come from households where subsistence agriculture is the only source of income. Conditions of the contract between the Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport and Siatentela participants. The Siatentela participants currently works 3 days in a week for 8 hours a day. The selection of working days are determined by the cost centers, and such days are weekdays. Each Siatentela participant has been allocated 500 meters portion of the road to be maintained. The participant is expected to work within the allocated portion. Satentela participant is working along the road where the project is approved. The department provides equipment, uniform, and working tools for the Satentela participants. Department assesses and monitor progress of the project and pay the monthly stipend as per the ministerial determinations EPWP guidelines to the Satentela participants. The department provides training to the Satentela participants whenever a need arises. Can the MEC share information on the key stakeholders in this program and what kind of contribution do they make? The key stakeholders in this program are traditional authorities, councillors, and community members. Their role in terms of the Satentela program policy are organizing various communities and assisting in the selection process of the needy household and child-headed families within their respective communities. How many jobs has this program created thus far within the province? The Satentela program has created a total of 6,638 jobs opportunities in this financial year, 2023-24 financial year within the province. Does the department has any plan to expand the implementation of this program and involve rural road within our communities? The department has a plan to expand the implementation of this program as part of the Job Massification Initiative program, and the target is to expand from this number to 10,000 job opportunities in this or before the end of this financial year. Ngiyabonga, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Tomo, do you have a follow-up question?
No, thanks, Speaker. I'm covered. Thanks.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. The next question is from Honorable P.S. Ngomane from the ANC to ask the MEC for education. Over to you, Honorable MEC.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The question from Honorable P.S. Ngomane from the ANC reads as follows. Department of Education is responsible for ensuring that schools have adequate infrastructure and resources to provide quality learning and teaching. One, considering the above, can the Honorable MEC share light as to how many schools in the province are in the process of refurbishment? Response, there are currently 247 schools that are in implementing stage which are under maintenance program. This program is inclusive of the renovation, refurbishment, and rehabilitation category. To how many schools in the province are still having asbestos? And what is the plan in place for the department in dealing with those schools? Response, there are a total of 87 schools with asbestos structures in the province. 32 schools are under planning stage in the 2023-2024 infrastructure plan with the following status. Status ready for award 1. Scope assessment complete, designs and feasibility studies underway 4. Assessment and scoping underway, 22. New projects to appoint project team for assessment, 5. Total is 32. Construction is underway in the following 7 schools with asbestos structures. Lara School, Leifeld, demolishing 5 asbestos and constructing 13 new classrooms, currently on 25%. Nelspruit Primary, demolishing 5 asbestos and constructing 12 new classrooms. Construction is complete 100%. Dawonye Primary, demolition and replacement of 16 asbestos classrooms at 67%. Fall River Special School, demolition of 9 classrooms, construction of 4 standard classrooms and workshops at 50%. HTS Middleburg, demolition of asbestos classrooms and the construction of new classrooms. Construction is complete 100%. Tolugwazi Primary, demolition of asbestos structures and construction of administration block, 3 classroom block and 3 grade R centers on procurement stage. Number 3, does the department have any plans in place to relocate all identified unsafe schools to a safer place? If so, when? There are 4 schools which need to be relocated to new sites due to various reasons. 3 in Gersban and 1 in Kangala. Only 1 school, the one in Kangala, is planned within this financial year, and relocation process beginning of October, and it is anticipated to be completed by the end of 3rd quarter. This is supported by a private donor. The other 3 schools are planned for relocation in the outer years. 4, how is the department dealing with disputes between contractors on site and local business people that are causing disruptions at schools during the refurbishments of schools? The department does not deal with these kind of disputes directly, since the projects are under implementation by the implementing agents. However, the department do receive such cases and it refers them to the relevant implementing agent for intervention. 5, does the department expect to surrender any funds to the treasurer in the last quarter of this financial year? If so, what will be the cause? The department is not expecting to surrender any funds to the treasurer this financial year, since there is a great improvement on the expenditure compared to the previous financial year. Expenditure is at 58% as of 30 September 2023, which is above the threshold of 50%. This is an indication that by the end of the 3rd quarter, the department will have achieved the 75% benchmark. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Ngomane, do you have a follow-up question? Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. The next question is from Honorable G.C. Shongwe from the ANC to ask the MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs. And over to you, Honorable MEC.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable G.C. Shongwe of the ANC to ask MEC for COGTA. The Department of Corporate Governance and Traditional Affairs' role is to monitor and support municipalities and the institution of traditional leaders to discharge their mandate and responsibilities. Question 1. Considering the above, can the Honorable MEC update this August House as to how the department is assisting municipalities that still grapple with challenges in discharging their full mandate? The response as follows. In terms of Section 1556 of the Constitution, read with Section 1051 of the Local Government Municipal Systems Act of 2000, Act number 32, states that the provincial government must, by legislative or measures, provide for the monitoring and support for local government in the province, and B, promote the development of local government capacity to enable municipalities to perform their functions and manage their own affairs. In this regard, the department is providing support to municipalities in the province through municipal support plans. These support plans are developed with the interventions to address areas of support that have been identified where municipalities need to improve their performance. The plans are integrated municipal support plans, the audit improved support plans, and the municipal support and interventions plan. Provincial committees have been established to monitor the implementation of municipal support plans consisting of department, provincial treasurer, South African Local Government Association, and MEC, the COC, all municipalities and district municipalities. Progress on the implementation of these support plans is monitored on a quarterly basis. Through this process, the committees can identify areas of improvement and make recommendations for interventions by all stakeholders. The monitoring of municipal performance on a regular basis assists the department to timeously identify capacity gaps that require interventions. It should be mentioned that the department is fearless when it comes to enforcing law, in particular in terms of Section 139 of the Constitution against municipalities that deliberately fail to execute their constitutional mandate. Question 2. Can the Honorable MEC share with this August House as how many upgrades of bulk pipelines are still having challenges in terms of their completion in the province, and what are these challenges? The response as follows. There are 2 projects of the upgrading of bulk pipelines which are having challenges and includes the following areas. In Lekwa Local Municipality, the upgrading of standard on water bulk system is currently 38% complete. However, the project is delayed due to the adjustment of scope, which is pending the Department of Water and Sanitation approval expected by the end of October 2023. The anticipated date of the completion of the project is June 2024. In Kobe and Mpegi Local Municipality, the Mbalendle bulk replacement upgrade phase 1 is currently at 18%. The progress is slow due to hard rock that needs blasting and other related earthworks. Blasting has already been done on the hard rock and subsoil drainage installed. The anticipated date for completion of the project is the 30th of June 2026. Question 3. Can the Honorable MEC give update to this House as to how far is upgrading and the refurbishment of Leidenberg Water Waste Treatment Plant in Tabacho Local Municipality? The response as follows. There is acceptable progress on the upgrading and the refurbishment of Leidenberg wastewater treatment works. The implementation of this project is categorized in 4 phases, and the progress of each is as follows. Phase 1A is the emergency works funded by the Northam Platinum, which is Poisonal Mine, and implemented by GSIL Consulting Engineers as a turnkey solution. This phase is 95% complete, currently awaiting the completion of Phase 1B to complete electrical connection. Phase 1B is the refurbishment of existing works to increase capacity from 3.5 milliliter per day to 5.5 milliliter per day, funded by the DWS through WSIG and implemented by Ehlanzeni District Municipality. This phase is 25% complete. Phase 2A, civil works for the upgrading of the works from 5.5 milliliter per day to 11 milliliter per day, funded by the DWS through WSIG and implemented by ADM. This phase is currently at the tender evaluation stage. The planned start date of the construction is December 2024. Phase 2B, electrical and mechanical works funded by the TWS through WSIG and implemented by ADM. The detailed design and tender documentation have been recently completed. Planned start date of construction is August 2024. Question 4. Is the Honorable MEC aware that according to the recent report that Leightonburg wastewater treatment plant in Tabateu local municipality is not going to solve the problem of sewer spillages in Mashishing? If so, can the Honorable MEC elaborate on the matter? The response, Honorable Speaker, is as follows. We are not aware that the project for upgrading and the refurbishment of Leightonburg wastewater treatment plant in Tabateu is not going to solve the problem of sewer spillage in Mashishing. Technical reports and engineering assessment have, however, proven otherwise. The MEC is therefore aware that the aforementioned project includes the upgrading of the sewer plant from 3.5 megaliters per day to 11 megaliters per day, which will effectively solve the issue of demand capacity and sewer spillages caused normally by infrastructure under capacity. Furthermore, the refurbishment of the plant includes the installation of a 600 diameter pipe from existing inlet works to the existing reactor, which will in turn improve the operation of the plant, which is currently non-operational. As a consequence, Honourable Speaker, it should be recorded that this intervention will wholly solve the problem of sewer spillages in Mashishing. Over and above this intervention, the following interventions have been implemented by the municipality to address the ongoing sanitation infrastructure challenges within its area of jurisdiction. 1. Mashishing Extension 7 sewer reticulation in the 2023-2024 financial year. Installation of water sewer reticulation at Coromandel in the 2022-2023 financial year. And lastly, refurbishment of sanitation infrastructure in the TCLM 2021 and 2022 respectively. I thank you.
Honorable Shongwe, do you have a follow-up question?
No, I'm covered. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. We'll move to the next question, and the next question is from Honorable P.S. Ngomane from the ANC to ask the MEC for social development. Over to you, Honorable MEC.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Greetings to yourselves and members of the Executive Council and members of this legislature. The question from Honorable P.S. Ngomane from the ANC to ask the MEC for social development. Majority of our grant beneficiaries did not receive their social grant during September 2023. Beneficiaries did not receive their grant beneficiaries that incurred extra costs and expenditures because of SASSA negligence. The first question is, throughout the province, how many beneficiaries that did not get their grants? And our response is that a total of 123 beneficiaries did not get their grants during September 2023 payment cycle as a result of intermittent system challenges which Postbank was upgrading their system. The second question, have all the beneficiaries received their outstanding grants for September 2023? And our response is that according to Postbank records, all outstanding SASSA grant payments to recipients were made, impacted by the system glitches on the 5th and 6th of September have since been made. Postbank has subsequently processed manual reversals into all affected beneficiaries' accounts. Many SASSA Gold Cards beneficiaries that had an outstanding payment have been able to access their money through channels that include your ATMs, private accounts, and retailers. Question 3, what measures will be implemented by SASSA to ensure that such incidents does not happen again? And our response is that the Postbank intermittent system challenge have been resolved post-September payment and have been working optimally post the 6th September 2023, and there is no expectation of the repeat of this challenge in October payment cycle. SASSA has alternatively encouraged beneficiaries to utilize other methods of payments such as banks and MEC. Plans to change the method of payment from those beneficiaries who opted to have their money paid into their bank account of choice has been implemented by SASSA during September month in the preparation of October payment and beyond. The last question, what punitive costs will the service provider pay for their negligence? And our response, Honorable Speaker, is that both Ministers of Telecommunication and Digital Technologies, together with the Minister of Social Development, have issued a joint statement apologizing to the nation. And NATI, as a department, we've also done that in our province, where we're reaching out to our beneficiaries provincially, and they've done that nationwide, that these technical and committees led by their two CEOs and their executive make an undertaking to resolve these matters, which were a success. Also, SASSA issued a letter to Postbank notifying them on the non-compliance against the contract and an intention by SASSA to seek other alternative payment solution outside Postbank. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Ngomane, do you have a follow-up question?
No, Speaker, the question has been well responded to.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. The next question is from Honorable KJ Masie from the ANC to ask the MEC for Agriculture, Rural Development, Land and Environmental Affairs. Over to you, Honorable MEC.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The question from Honorable KJ Masie is as follows. Kadishi Grain Milling Project, CPA, was meant to economically benefit families in Matibidi who were previously dispossessed of their productive land. Mismanagement of resources have been observed at the site in Matibidi. Roman figure 1, can the department provide a detailed report on how much was spent in that project? Response, the department spent 3,985,995 at Kadishi Agricultural Cooperative. The breakdown of the expenditure is as follows. For Baki, 185,995, maize milling plant and tractor shed, 3.8 million. Roman figure 2, has the official responsible for that project been monitored how the project is run and providing regular reports? Response, the Department of Agriculture, Rural Development, Land and Environmental Affairs allocated an agricultural advisor who provides the project beneficiaries with advice and addressing challenges faced by the cooperative on a day-to-day basis. Through this agricultural advisor, interventions are implemented. Currently, a business plan was developed to address major bottlenecks inhibiting the project from operating at optimum level in their agricultural activities. Roman figure 3, who will bear the brunt of the mismanagement and wasteful expenditure of the unused resources, especially the weighing scale, mesh wire, plus 2,000 bags of cement and cappers? The response, the National Department of Agriculture, DARLAD, embarked on the refurbishment and construction of 90 deep tanks in August 2022 at Ehlanzeni District Municipality to address the spread of foot and mouth diseases. The project is implemented through local labor and not through tenders to ensure that it brings to the economy the necessary jobs. The progress of the project to date is as follows. To date, 71 out of 90 deep tanks have been completed. it's 78.9% completed. Then 10 deep tanks are in progress, which make 11.1% in under construction. 9 deep tanks are still outstanding and planning is in progress. That is 10% in planning phase. The project has created approximately 549 jobs since its inception. During construction, skills have been transferred to the local unemployed graduates. The estimated completion date for the project is 30 November 2023. The delays in completing the project ranged, amongst others, the local leadership, councillors and indunas in some villages were not in agreement with livestock farmers in the hiring of the labor workers. Darlat still have sites with similar issues and engagement to resolve them are ongoing. In other instances, the workers got robbed in some sites by armed robbers. The local councillors and the local councillors had to intervene and recover stolen tools. Due to high crime levels, some engineers and laborers are now scared for their safety in some sites. However, work is in progress. There is also a challenge of local business forums demanding subcontracting work in some of the villages. The cement bags, mesh wire, and 2.7 meter poles referred to are meant for 5 deep tanks, 2 in Tabachwewu and 3 in Bushbuckridge municipality. The cement has been moved from the Kadishi cooperative to department storage. The department has started with the labor mobilization through local leadership in Tabachwewu for commencing with construction. The priority in terms of implementation was given to areas which were FMD sensitive due to capacity constraint. As the cement, mesh wire and poles are currently in a safe place and there is no wasteful expenditure since work is in progress to finish the remaining deep tanks. Roman figure 4, can the department indicate what corrective action will be taken against the CPA? The response, the department would like to clarify that Kadishi Agricultural Cooperative is operating in a communal land that was obtained from the traditional council and therefore not a CPA. All grain producers obtain land in their individual capacity from the traditional council to produce. The cooperative has 31 natural persons that are primary beneficiaries of the milling services and ploughing services offered by the cooperative at a discounted rate. The other non-members of the community are also provided with milling, ploughing and planting services from the cooperative at the rate determined by the cooperative. Membership to the cooperative is opened to all community members at a fee payable to the cooperative. The department will continue to encourage farmers to belong to an organized business entity. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Masia, do you have a follow-up question?
Thanks, Honorable Speaker, I'm covered.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. The next question is from Honorable N. Mahlang from the ANC to ask the MEC for community safety, security and liaison. In terms of our rules, Rule 103, subsection 5, not more than 4 questions for oral reply may be put to a member of Executive Council in respect of any one of any particular question day. Therefore, this question will stand over. Then we'll proceed to the next question, which is from Honorable Jise Shongwe from the ANC to ask the MEC for human settlements. Over to you, Honorable MEC.
Thank you, Speaker. Honorable J.C. Shongwe, ANC, to ask MEC for human settlement. Research has revealed that in governing Beki local municipality, Ward 12 and 13, community members are experiencing sewer spillage, and the cause is not yet known. This has devastating health implications for the community in these two wards. Based on the above, is the MEC aware of the sewer spillage in the above-mentioned two wards? The response: the Department of Human Settlement initially had no knowledge of the sewer spillages in the specified areas. However, our district officials have since initiated communications with the governing Beki local municipality, which has verified the presence of the sewer spillages in this regard. And from that point, our engagement with the municipalities that therefore ensued in a project that is underway to begin to address this challenge. Our assessment, however, suggested that the problem of pipes in the governing Beki are not at the level where they can respond to these challenges that are faced. Are there any plans by department and municipality to deal with such sewer spillages? As I've said earlier upon, we have discussions intense with the municipalities, and we intend to engage with COGTA, because in the main, it's not necessarily the functions of departments in this regard. However, we've assisted in the past and will continue to assist our municipalities to deal with this particular problem of the sewer spillages. Can the MEC shed some light on the causes of such sewer spillages? In Ward 12 and 33, the primary issue revolves around the sewer outfall line that transports sewage from residential properties to the wastewater treatment plant. This line has suffered a collapse and is in need of an upgrade. The municipality intends to reroute the outfall line to alleviate the burden on the residents. The current sewer plant that municipality has just finished to refurbish is intended to respond to this challenge. Can the MEC provide time frame as to when this matter can be resolved? The municipality has issued a request for quotation for the following projects, with the deadline for submission set for October 6, which has already passed 2023. Reconstructions of the collapsed manhole and sewer lines at the stand number 21181 Mbalele extension 20. Reconstructions of collapsed manhole and sewer line at stand number 1309 Mbalele extension 22. And constructions of a new sewer line at Mbalele extension 20. Thank you, Speaker.
Honorable Shongwe, do you have a follow-up question?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I am covered.
Are there follow-up questions from other honorable members? Thank you, Honorable MEC. Oh, Honorable MEC.
Yeah,
I did
thank
not
you,
see
Speaker.
Honorable Mlombo.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I understand it's a long day. You could not see me. Honorable Speaker, the MEC in his response indicated that the problem there at Ward 12 and Ward 13 is the size of the pipes. But the MEC went further to say that it would seem that the reconstruction of the pipes does not fall within the department's mandate. I just want to check if what would happen, what is going to happen. Are we going to put new pipes if it is not the mandate of human settlement? It should be the mandate of COGTA. Are there any collaborations between the two departments that we put bigger pipes there? Because the rains are coming. But the reason why I'm asking is that it's better now because it's not raining. But when it starts raining, it will be worse So just to be taken into confidence, that is my constituency. I think I must be, yeah, sure.
Well, a week ago I was in Governor Mbeki, and indeed these issues we've discussed it with the executive mayor, and we agreed in the main that in fact, the stakeholders that include COCTA, the Gerseband district, and DWS, which is the water and sanitation, we have to come together, and we're facilitating that meeting so that at the end of the day we can begin to deal with the issues there. Then, however, there are a number of projects, of course, that they seek to respond to the issues. But indeed, from where I'm seated, you should put a bigger pipe to respond in full to that particular area, which might require some good resources for that regard. But yes, I can simply say that the interaction or a meeting that is intended to take place could look on those issues. Whether we're able to resolve the problem immediately, I think that meeting could determine that. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable MEC. The next question is from Honorable GP Mashiko from the ANC to ask the MEC for education. And in terms of our rules and orders, rule number 103, subsection 5, not more than 4 questions for oral reply may be put to a member of the Executive Council in respect of any one of any particular question day. Therefore, this question will stand over. We have come to the end of the questions. That brings us to the end of today's business. You are all requested to remain standing at your places until the procession has left the chamber. The House is adjourned until further notice.
All right.